Hey everyone, Dave here with Affordable Door and Gate. Mr. Liftmaster Guy emailed me with a question. I'm not going to read all of it for you, but hopefully it's legible. If not, let me know in the comments below. But he's got some questions and I'm going to try to answer them my best. Here's the thing that I see that I don't think some people understand. You know, when it comes to business and whatnot, you got to remember that you are actually a business. When you were born into America, they already stamped you. You're a business. Your name is a business. It's already an identity. That's why people can write you checks. And with that being said, what I'm trying to get at is that a lot of times, I know at least for me, when I was starting out, you're thinking, oh, I got to get the fancy truck. Oh, I got to get this. I got to get that. I got to get the right business. No, you don't. No, you don't. Not right now. Right now, it's getting your feet wet. It's doing the hustle. When I started in the business, I might have went for maybe a year or two. I can't quite remember. But we hit the 06, 07, 08 recession. So when I first opened up the business, it was amazing. You could just go. I mean, people just heard the wind. You could just whisper in the wind. I do garage doors and people would just come running. Oh my gosh, you can come today? You can come tomorrow? You can get that installed for me? I can't get a hold of nobody. Right now, what we're going into with the economy is a real downfall. So unless you got really deep roots in the soil right now, which a lot of guys don't, it's going to get really messy. So doesn't mean though you can't hone your skills. Right now is the time to be still hustling, to be learning, to still be doing those little side projects. And so, I think sometimes you got to make money, right? So you got to work at the gas station. You got to work at that factory job. You got to do whatever. Try to keep debt out of your life. If you can pay for everything cash, do that for sure. Try to stay small and keep it all. But get the money, right? And when you get the money, start gathering a little bit of those tools that you need, right? Get the tools. Maybe you got a service van. Maybe it's a minivan. Maybe it's a Chevy Spark. Maybe it's a Ford Fiesta. I don't know. You know what I mean? You can do it. You really can do it. And you might have to travel to find that one garage door company that'll hire you or bring you in or say, is there anything I could help you guys with? I'm really passionate. See, when it comes to garage doors, I see a lot of guys that come into the business and they look at it like, oh, look at Dave. He's got all this stuff. I want all this stuff. I want the vehicles. I want the house. I want the kids. I want the wife. I want the whole big package, right? But what they don't see is that they go home, from 8 to 4 or whatever the hours, 8 to 5, 9 to 5. And they don't see the things behind the scenes that have to get done. The estimates, the inventory, the fixing the vehicles, the brakes, all these things that a lot of people don't want to do, right? Because on the weekends, I take the weekends off, I take Sundays off, it just all depends on what you want to do. So don't be afraid to travel outside of your means a little bit. I talk down on a lot of stuff, with traveling, right? But I have this years of knowledge now, right? Where it almost goes back to like real estate for me. If you read real estate books or in real estate, it's always location, 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 right? And that's very true because you have to look at demographics. And I think America and society and these young kids are being poised with this fantasy of television, right? And I was just mentioning that to the wife, how things are just not the real life when you have to go to a hospital or we got somebody, extended family that's getting married with weddings and she's nervous and it doesn't work out the way you think it's going to. And so with that being said, I see a lot of people going to school, right? They're going to be an attorney or something, right? But their town is maybe, 5,000 people. Your opportunity there is not very good. You know what I mean? you're probably better off staying, I don't know. I'm not bashing. I like the Amish. Stay Amish. Work the field. You know what I mean? But when you're trying to, like, you have to remember that, like, New York City is New York City because of the skyscrapers, right? There's so many people there. There's so many opportunities up to a certain degree. Trust me, there's a lot of horrible things that are wrong with them too. So you just have to find out what you're going to do, and if there's somebody out there, I guarantee you, if I have somebody knocking on my door, see, I would look for more passionate people nowadays. People, the biggest thing is, and the thing is don't turn into some of these guys. Don't, because your reputation is everything. And all it takes, right? My uncle always told me, right? People remember the bad, but they never remember the good. Think of how much stuff, good things have people done for you. And you know heartedly that they're good people for you. But just remember, it takes one thing, right, that they do bad, right? They slit your tires. They cheated with you on your wife or something. They hurt one of your kids. The list goes on, right? You don't forget the bad. You always think about that. So go in there and be an honest dude. You know what I mean? Go in there and have a good attitude. Say, hey, I'd like to learn this. Is there something I could do for you? Could I work on the side just for, cash money? Or could I do it for free just to learn the trade? So a lot of things, it's hustling and grinding. I put up this picture because, as you can see, back at the old house, it's dark out. It's dark out. All these things, I'm not getting paid to sit here and learn this opener. I'm not getting paid, but I'm building. What's that famous saying? You can work hard at a job, right? But you need to build on yourself, and that's the biggest thing. Add more value to yourself. I can't tell you that the attitude of people, people that are trustworthy, people that don't steal and cheat or liars or just be an honest dude, and it'll get you so far. And be humble. Be humble and go into places. And if you got to work for a place, say, hey, I'd like to do something or work on a job, and I'm sure you can make it happen. I got guys reaching out to me, and I'm looking to do something. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'd like to start hooking up with some of you guys. If you guys are really struggling, and need help with stuff, let's get a job. Let's get a job, and I will walk through it with you. It can be an opener, it can be a door, and if you're not too far away, obviously it works better, but if I got to travel a little bit, I'm not afraid. If I can make the time, I'm willing to do it. So on the, I see on here, it says, what should I charge and whatnot? Here's the thing. This is not to be insulting or anything, but when you're a nobody, you don't have no experience or anything, you do whatever you got to do that you think is fair. Do it for free. I know it sounds weird, but if you got a job and you can make some money at your job, another job, and you want to do something like this, you can jump into it. You can tell somebody, say, look, I'll install your garage door opener, $20. It's probably everything is a 2-hour increment to me. You know what I mean? Opener, it's 2 hours. Tear out, 2 hours. Install garage door, 2 hours. Yes, it gives and takes a little bit. Size, and destinations, all that kind of stuff. But you can figure that stuff while you're laying in bed. You can look up an address and go, okay, it's 30 minutes away. I'm going to be there for 2 hours. It's going to take me longer. It's going to take 3 or 4, but that's not their fault. That's because I'm not skilled. So you can hone your skills, you know what I mean? Because every time you touch something, it's a memory. It's next time I'm going to bring a screw gun. Next time I'm going to bring these certain screws. And the best thing is just start bringing a list. Bring a piece of paper. That's what I still got, a piece of paper I bring with me every time to jobs. So every time I forget something, this was a boo-boo. I didn't bring a broom to sweep up my mess, and I didn't like bending over or using a piece of cardboard to blow it out the door or sweep it up with. I'm going to bring a broom. So, I think sometimes people too think it's just you're all of a sudden going to be trained and you get into this business and you just go. Like I said, it's taken me over 16 years. 16 years to get where I'm at. And that's not even accounting for if you said, oh, Dave works 40 hours a week. 60, 70 hours. maybe more. I don't know. But weekends, nights, just constantly always moving, always moving, always moving. So you can charge whatever you feel fit. You can call around if you want. I mean, use somebody's phone. Use a parent's phone if you don't want them to have your number or something, or get a burner phone and call your competition. Say, hey, how much do you guys charge? Right? They're probably going to tell you that they only installed their product. Well, how much do you install? For your product. Obviously, for the most part, you can go to the box stores. People love that kind of stuff. Go to the box stores. Have them pay for it. Well, if you get the opener and bring it, I'll install it for this much. People love that. There's so many, how do you say, I don't want to be insulting, but like knuckleheaded customers out there that are looking to save a buck. And you're that guy that can save them a buck. You're the trunk slammer, is kind of the terminology. But you want to keep working your way up. You know what I mean? And you can decide. See, when I do businesses, I always start real small. And then I slowly start inching into it. I mean, it just takes a long time. But if you're anything like me, sometimes I don't know if I'm going to like it. I'll get into stuff and I'm like, wow, I didn't realize this was a real pain in the butt. I give you some examples, but I can't think of them right at the moment. I got them. It's just, I don't want to make this video too long. So I hope that kind of helps. And we're going to see what we got here and we're going to go from there. And thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. Take care. I'll see you on the next one.